from the bank. And so a good friend of mine that's willing to invest some money, hopefully $40,000 toward this project. I'll be going to Virginia. I don't want to offend the town in doing that, but she needs help. She needs help, and I think that the project, it's about the kids, you know, it's not about her. So the gentleman that I talked to is gonna, I said, can I tell you on the phone? He said, I haven't seen you in a long time, I want to talk to you. Anyhow, so I'm gonna be doing that. And I'll get back with you. I'll keep close in touch with the town, because I know it's important to come here because I live here. You know, it's not a matter of, you know, I used to be I'm a retired Delaware contractor, but I had a business here back in the 60s, right around when some of you were born, I believe. I'm looking at Charlie there, but you too, Mr. Piner, right? Well, what I'm saying, under Fairhill Roofing Company, where Dave Williams was the president, as far as Fairhill Land Company, which owns Williams Chevrolet up here. This is company that was, I guess I was, what, 24, 23 years old. But it came to reality, I opened up a company of my own in Delaware. But anyhow, so I understand business. I understand its construction, very much so. Some of the figures that she was giving me, I just didn't, you know, I can't see it. You know, I mean, I understand that it costs to labor, but I also had a ministry in the church, and for some 8 years, and I coordinated the building of church buildings in this country and out of this country, and that effort, I had all volunteer laborers. Each church has someone in it, you know, that does something in that field, and as long as they have a license or whatever, you know, what's it hurt to, you know, use a little bit of their time and effort to do that. I know I've done it in this town. I mean, I've done it in some buildings in this town. Being a foreign contractor didn't make any difference. I still had a valid license. I still have my corporation, as dormant as it were, you know, as it were right now, but that's not the point. Sometimes we have to give out of our heart. Out of the pocket always don't count. Some, you know, most of the time when it comes to work. You know, I believe in paying people. I mean, I don't want to get into all that, but so that's my point on that. So like I say again, I have the things typed up. I have been in touch with the county commissioners in the same way. By way of letter, and I have that typed also. So I'm not trying to hide anything or anything like that. You know, I'm doing what I feel is above board, and I have no reservations of, if need be, explaining them. You know, explaining myself. Sometimes I say things and people say, "Well, you didn't say that." You know, and I remember way back when I was younger. I learned this a long time ago. I was before a town meeting. And I asked the commissioners and the mayor, well, actually they were aldermen, this was in the state of Missouri, and I asked them if they knew what a shepherd was, and they said, yeah. I said, well, if a shepherd had 26 sheep and one died, how many would they have left? And every single one of them said 25. I said, but that ain't what I said. And I mean, I got reprimanded for it because I had to slow down. Sometimes I talk too fast. I said what I said was if you had 26 sheep, I didn't say anything about 6. That's what they thought I had said. And right away, when I said 19, I don't want to go too much past that. I'll let that go at that.
Well, she needs all the help she can get, and it's great that you're coming forward to give her a hand, because she really wants to get this done.
She really does.
And she can get all the help she can get. If you can muster more help for her and work with her, and if you can raise some funds and people, I think she'd be more than happy with that, because she's she's
Well,
quite
I
qualified.
want the town happy also. You know, I want the people in the town, the kids and so forth. You know, I would enjoy my great-grandchildren going. I wouldn't mind it myself, I don't think. I'd probably have to be, helped around. But I'd get Charles on one side and someone else on the other side. I learned on a pair of ice skates when I was come from Michigan originally. The first thing I ever put on my feet was ice skates, But and I was trying to explain that to Delnita, and I said, well, I remember when the ice skates were metal and they had the 4 wheels and the strap that coming around, a little key you had to tighten up on your sole. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. She had no idea what I was talking about. I see kids, I remember the first time I seen a kid coming in the store and all of a sudden he went by me, I went, what in the world? And he had a little pair of wheels coming out of them shoes, and I thought, my goodness.
That's the easy way of doing it.
Yeah, well, I need them now. They got turntables and everything anymore.
It's a great idea, and it's a shame we had Mary Ann roller ring up there at one time, and I know I went there when I was younger, and it'd be nice to bring it back. And her concept and drawings are just outstanding.
Yeah, they are.
So we need all the help we can get to help her get this going.
Well, I'm going to do
whatever you got there. We appreciate
it. She must have been tickled when we called yesterday because she was hoping that newspaper article. There are such things out there as angel investors, and that's where she's at right now, looking for those angel investors. And,
yeah. She told me, she's my neighbor, and I've known her since she's been there, and her husband, and they're a good family. I mean,
we'll take a look at that.
Good neighbors.
See what you got, and we'll go from there.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. Becky?
You all know me. I'm Rebecca McKinney from Elkton, Maryland. Been here 70 years. Number one, I fell over a week ago, right after the storm, in 124 and 124 and a half. It's not being cleaned up yet, and it's not going to be. And as far as the man tearing the building down, that's like going to the bathroom and flushing it. It didn't work. Because he's not going to do anything he never has been made, and he's not going to. Okay, that's the end of that subject. My point is, tonight, do we not have homes for these so-called homeless people that want to stay out and drink, party, and do drugs all night? Mayor, you're the mayor. I asked a question.
They're shelters, yes they are.
Then I think you all need, especially you, to get out here and ride around 150 East Main Street in the ball field after 11 o'clock of the night and catch them laying on our property and that where I pay rent to. I lived in Hollingsworth Manor for 30 years. I put up with a lot of crap, but I never did put up with this because had he wouldn't walk, nor she. I'm like, care like you like it, the chief likes it or nothing because he don't like me anyway, neither do you. Personally, I don't care. I'm back. I'll say what I gotta say. It don't mean you any good to sign in first because you're last anyway on this. You sign in middle, you might be first. The important ones to you, not me, is the important ones. Number one. Number two is, the only one I can contact here and get any sense out of, common sense, is Mary Jo, Earl Piner, or Mr. Hicks. Mr. Gibbons is very busy. He has called me and returned my calls. You, I don't know. And Louis, I don't know. We're not even discussed him. He's done in the past a long time ago. He knows why.
Beck, what else you got to say?
Don't worry. You got time.
I got all the time.
Okay. Now, we got to get these streets cleaned up. You put a sign out, no parking. The town is going to remove the snow. If you don't put that sign out, the cars are going to park there. Restaurant, a bar, or wherever. If the town, Louis, we can't afford signs. Don't look at me, you got the money.
Yeah, we got we got plenty of money. for signs.
Indeed you do, I know. I know where it come
We're
from.
gonna make some signs, just for you.
Okay, I know that smart remark would come up. Now, what are we going to do about this ice on these sidewalks? You got 124 and a half is a sheet of ice. I'm not gonna pay that bill. I'm not gonna pay for having my arm x-rayed and bones sticking out. I'm not gonna do it. So guess what? It's up to the town workers. It's not up to me. I didn't fall in front of the house. I called the town and they were nice enough to do, well, they weren't gonna do 150. They were doing the courthouse. I said, no. If you're gonna do the courthouse for the police department, you're gonna do 150. Well, we'll be there. I said, and I'll be standing right here waiting. Don't make me call again. And I didn't. They were there and they did it. And they did a very, very good job. Our town workers worked. And they worked very, very hard. And they need to be given decent rewards. And I thank Mary Jo for putting up with what she did all year. It doesn't matter where it's at, where they gotta hang at. I know we don't have a code no more because you all don't want one. But if you don't want anything, if it wasn't for Mary Jo, we wouldn't have anything in this town. That's that. And number one is we need a code. Who give these people permission if they can't have children? Kids are goats. Children are children. You don't call a child a kid. It's a goat. If you can't respect a child like you want them to respect us, you don't call them kids. They're goats. We're not having children. Goats in this town, we have children. We don't have parents to make these children obey because they're on drugs. What they ain't selling, they're on their self. What are we going to do about it? We need some help for these children to be kept off of the streets. When, where, and how, Joe? What are we going to do? They hang on the streets. They hang on the corners. It's got to stop. If you see a guy or a woman that's out there that's homeless, make sure you find him a place to live. We don't want it. It's in our building, on the floor, in the hallways, on the ground, outdoors. We don't need it. You have, out of 60 buildings there, 60 apartments, you have 4 men. And the rest are older women. And some of them's 98, 99, 89, and 90. And that's not right. We gotta go to the laundromat. We shouldn't have to run into this and live in fear. So we need something done, and you're the mayor, and I ask you to please do it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that's it. I get a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Have a second? All those in favor? Motion carried, meeting's adjourned.